Fantastic Four First Steps does a very good job in making Reed Richards likable. I know that sounds crazy, but this isn't a bad thing because one of my main issues with Reed Richards is that he gets so stuck in his head he looks like a jerk. And he kind of just turns out kind of coming off as awful, and it's not intentional, and they kind of really hit home in telling the audience that sometimes he can't control where his brain goes because he is so smart and he's so into it and he's so into science that he doesn't understand why that doesn't work. Because he's like, wow, that is the solution. That's it. That's all I got for you. It's one of the things that in the recent comics, I think they've done really well for, but in old comics, it kind of made him come off as really awful. But it's just that his brain is a curse, and it is just something that is so, like, prevalent in his life. That and his guilt are the things that curse Reed Richards more than anything else. And I think this movie does really well at capturing his guilt for what happened on the first flight out that changed them into the Fantastic Four, and the way he can't control his thoughts when he's trying to think of something scientifically that is logical, and that is the detriment to the lack of humanity that he has, because he doesn't always understand human social cues or what is correct when you are, like, feeling love, which is what he has his family, he loves them very much, but this is the answer and I need to do this because that's the answer. So I do think they finally balanced that unbalanced scale within the character of Reed Richards, that it is science and logic and rules and everything is linear and guilt and blah, 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 and love and family. And having Sue call him out finally made the love and family part win. Because otherwise all of this is really heavy on him, and it's just never going to be something that outweighs this if somebody isn't there to help him. It's something they bring up, his guilt for that trip. In the first 5 minutes of the movie, they bring up his fear of change. When Franklin is, like, when they figure out that Franklin is coming, or Sue goes, wow, this doesn't change anything, nothing's gonna change. Because he is so afraid of that catastrophic change that already happened, that was his fault, that he doesn't want that to happen again. So when Franklin is coming, like literally just being like she's in labor, she says the everything is changing, and it freaks Reed out so bad because that is his biggest fear. So that is just such a tiny detail, and I'm so glad they, like, it's so good. I love this Reed a lot. And I was a notorious Reed Richards hater for a